All right, welcome back, everybody, or anybody who's new to the Cologne Talk X.
TJ Talks Sense podcast.
Let's go, baby. Let's start off the episode by taking a moment of silence for Angel Share by Killian for TJ.
Oh man, I could
Uh,
cry right now. I could cry, man.
so, I don't know if a lot of you know, TJ Talk Sense recently dropped his bottle of Killian's Angel Share, and rest in peace to his favorite cologne. It is gone. The atomizer broke, man. I seen that. It's so unfortunate.
So if anyone hasn't seen the video, I was sitting outside the Eiffel Tower. I took a sick picture in front of it while it was sparkling. I haven't even posted that yet, but I put the bag next to me, and in Paris there's loads of pickpocketers. So every minute I'm like looking over my shoulder to make sure my bag's next to me, and I've hit it with my elbow, and I've literally heard it smash on the floor. And I was like praying, is it my elbow that's broken? Please, can it be one of my bones? Oh, I was so upset, man.
Man, that's it. So is all the juice from it gone?
So there was about, I would say there was probably about 30 ml left in the bottle.
Okay.
Half of it's on the floor in Paris right now. But I managed to bring the bottle back home, put it in a travel atomizer, and I've got about, I'll say like 5 or 6 ml left, man.
Paris smelling good right now.
Yeah. If you're in Paris and you see those little benches by the side of it, see if you can see the spillage.
Yeah, dude, I seen that. It's so unfortunate.
Hopefully I reach out to Killian and they send me out a free bottle. Who knows, man?
Yes, dude. So what I've noticed, Killian doesn't do much PR,
Nah.
which is unfortunate because I know you love the brand Killian, and
Yeah.
hopefully we get a sponsorship of them or something from this podcast. That would be insane.
Hopefully, man. If they ever reached out to me or even replied to one of my messages, I would be like, "What the hell? That would be crazy." Like, if there's one brand I could work with, it would be them for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I know that's your favorite house, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just because of that one fragrance, they've got like I would say like 4 or 5 fragrances that are like beautiful in my opinion. Their whole range isn't amazing, but what they make that those 5 fragrances, they're top tier.
Yeah. I've tried to intoxicate it a few weeks ago. I really like the coffee in it.
Yeah, that's nice. Black Phantom's also nice. Rolling in Love is like a chocolatey hazelnut fragrance, sick as well.
They
But
definitely got a few bangers.
But what is the scent of the day today? I know it's your morning. What you picking for the day today?
It's my morning. I don't know what I'm picking yet, but yesterday I tried out Michael Malone Reserve. They sent me out a fragrance, so I had to give it some testing before I do a video on it.
Yeah. And my scent of the day is hopefully you got one from this fragrance house soon. It is Roger's Burlington 1819 Citrus Minty. Oh, it's beautiful.
That fragrance you've talked about it nicely for it. It's a really nice summer fragrance, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
I
And they
definitely
actually
need it.
had a little pop-up outside their boutique in London where they've got like you know how they put the candles underneath the glass and you can lift it up and smell
Yeah.
it. So they've put each individual ingredient there so you can smell them like one by one and then you smell the fragrance to see how it's made. It's pretty cool. I'll include it in my vlog today so you can have a look anyway.
Hey, let's go. All right, I'm looking out for that.
If you could work with one fragrance house, who would it be?
Zerjoff, easily.
Sergio.
Zerjoff, man, it's the top of the top for me.
Yeah.
I
And
literally
that's
have
why it's on the
two
top
bottle
shelf.
coming.
You got 2 more fragrance bottles from
Yep,
them
two
coming.
two more Zerjoffs. I've got Alexandria 2 and Ivory Root, which was inspired by your picking.
Yep. Where is it? Yeah, right in the middle behind me there.
I need to get my nose on those.
So how many Zerjoff bottles will you have with them two now?
So I have 4 and 2 incoming, so 6.
Wow,
I'm
wow.
I'm making this whole top shelf Zerjoff. I don't care.
And other than those two, have you picked up any other fragrances this week?
No, other than Michael Malo, that's about it.
Okay. I've
Yeah.
got a couple pickups. If anyone hasn't seen already, I've been talking about this one loads. It's the Intense Red Tobacco. I thought, let me make as much videos on it while no one else has the bottle.
Yeah,
So
this
that
you
one,
were literally the first person to ever talk about it.
yeah. So thank God I went to Paris at the right time. Then I've got this one here though. This
Oh
is
man, I seen
Blue
that.
Talisman. This one is so the note of oud is listed in this fragrance, yeah, but you smell no oud at all. So
Okay.
it's like citrus, a bit musky, white florals. It's amazing, man.
I need to try that. The bottle looks really nice. I like the bottle, the blue and the gold cap. It's really
And it's
nice.
that's unreleased. That's not out till the 1st of September in Paris, and then it will come to the UK in 3 months' time. So I got in there nice and early.
And he's got 2 unreleased fragrances. Oh my.
And there's
Yeah,
two
man.
more pickups.
Man, I am so jealous of you guys because you guys always get like the drops of fragrances way, way before the United States.
Yeah,
With the same thing that happened with Lamal Elixir. You guys got it and it took like 6 months for it to land here. And I
that's
was like,
just
God
crazy.
damn. I don't know
Yeah,
why
because
it takes so long to come here.
you guys got it like a couple months ago,
Yeah, yeah,
and
literally
we've
like
had
two
it
months ago.
since, like I think April.
Yeah, I was like, man, I seen like you talk about it, Ragnar,
Yeah,
everybody from the UK side. I'm like, I need to get it here.
yeah.
I was about to hit you up and be like, hey TJ, I'll pay shipping, I'll pay something, yo, send me a bottle.
But what do you think of it? You think it's nice?
I like it. I think it's a designer version of Naxos. That's how I like to put it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I know
Yes.
you hate Naxos, and I know you like Lamal Elixir, so I know you don't probably get that comparison.
I just felt there's just something. Naxos is just a bit too much honey. It's just way too much. Whereas this,
It's like dirty honey.
yeah, whereas this is a bit more smooth, a little bit sweeter, and I think it's done a little bit better for a designer release. It's solid.
Yeah, that's why I'm like I replace it as like a designer version of Naxos because it's more mass appealing. Naxos is
Yeah,
definitely a niche because I mean obviously it is niche, but it's definitely more complex than Lamal Elixir.
yeah. And what have you got? Have you got? Is there any exciting news? Anything popping off? Because each
Not
day is just
recently,
crazy.
man. I've recently I always buy fragrances, but recently I've been getting just gear. I've been just trying to upgrade this setup more, so I haven't been really focusing on buying that much fragrances. I'm just focusing on getting better equipment.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
always looking forward to that.
what's the new pieces to the collection at the moment?
New pieces, are we talking what, equipment or
Yeah,
fragrances?
equipment.
Equipment. So I recently bought a tripod for the vlogging vibes. I need to get a new lens for the camera. Because the lens that I have, it's too close up to my face. So if I'm ever vlogging or anything, my face is too much in the frame. So
Yeah.
I have to get something that gives me that wide angle view.
So all the videos you record, vlogs, sit down videos, it's all recorded on a camera.
Yeah.
Wow, that's why the
No,
quality is
well,
so sick.
yeah, this podcast is recorded on well, the laptop, the MacBook. There's a way to connect the camera and use that as my camera source, which I want to do later in the future, but for now I'm just like taking it easy a little bit. I don't want to overcomplicate it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So how is it when it comes to editing? Do you edit everything on the MacBook?
Yeah, I edit everything on the MacBook as well. So with using a camera as my main source, it's a lot harder than your phone because when you
Mm,
use your phone, you can easily finish recording and go straight to editing. With the camera vibes, you have to like set it up and get the right lighting and get this and this because there's like a lot of settings you have to play with the camera.
yeah.
And with the editing also, it's a little bit harder than using your phone. It's definitely like when I used to use my phone, like I would be putting out more videos, but since I've been using the camera, it's harder to put out as much videos as I did before.
Yeah. But it's a good thing at the same time because it's like you're trading quantity over quality, which is
Yes,
good
yeah.
as well. So when you record on a camera, you record in landscape, yeah?
No, portrait.
Portrait. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because if I did landscape, it's gonna be like a lot thinner on
Yeah.
video. If I ever do YouTube, it's definitely gonna be a landscape though.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of people that probably listen to this are interested in fragrances as well as how we go about making content. So, like, you've got that set up. I record everything on the iPhone. I've done that since the beginning. I've literally got a £20 mic from Amazon, and I want to up that now. I want to get a Rode Wireless or the DJI mic one as well. So, yeah, we're both trying to improve the content we're putting out over
Always,
time.
always,
And
baby.
I think I've gone from, I think for the last maybe few months, I've posted 3 videos per day,
Mhm.
but now I want to drop it to 2 videos per day and improve the quality of the videos, like i.e. transitions, like just the way the video looks. I want it to be a bit more like better, mass
Yeah.
appealing for people to watch.
Yeah. No, I agree. I feel like when we're always trying to improve quality, we step into different fields
Mm.
on how we record our videos and all that. And it's nice, it's refreshing that we're always trying to look on different aspects on how we want to do our videos.
Yeah, yeah, like the little things that I'm learning, like in terms of video editing, like what you can do on CapCut and transitions and stuff, is so simple, but it's so effective to the person watching. Like even today, I was editing my TJ Talks news for tomorrow,
Mhm.
and there's just little stuff I've done. Whereas before, the writing would just pop on the screen if I'm talking about a fragrance. Now it like slides in, and you add a little sound effect of whoosh, and it's like that little thing just makes people stay a little bit longer.
Yep, I agree. Those like tiny touches are always a good addition to the video because it's more, I'd say, entertaining on the viewer side.
Yeah, and it's something that most people would not even realize is going on, but subconsciously it's there all the time.
Yeah, yeah. And so talking about that aspect of recording on all that, there's a lot of people who are like, I want to get into content creation, all that. How do I start? And always a good thing to go to is just start recording, man. It's just be yourself, start recording. If you're passionate about fragrances, it's automatically just gonna roll off your tongue.
Mhm.
And it's a vibe. You don't force it on yourself. It's just if you love it and you want to do it, it's just naturally gonna happen.
Yeah, I get so many people who DM me through Instagram and TikTok. Oh, I want to start content, or I've just made my page. What should I do to grow like as fast as you? And I'm like, I didn't do anything special. We just came on. We love fragrances, and we went into our own lane. We didn't do any trendy videos. We didn't copy any other people's videos. We done
Yep.
what we like to do. We're not out there smashing bottles to get views or
Yeah.
spraying 60 sprays of a fragrance. It doesn't make any sense. It's not what I would want to do. So I actually can't advise you other than what fragrances have you got? What do you enjoy? What are you passionate about? And then just talk about it.
Yeah, like everybody has their own signature on how they do their videos and all that. Just don't, just follow the trend of fragrance videos. Definitely
Mhm.
have your own touch to it, but your personality is the most thing that's gonna pop up in your videos.
100%. And if you do try to pretend to be someone else, imagine you're putting out 3 videos per day for a month. That's 90 videos you're putting out. You're going to have to act in every single one of those. You're going to get found out. If you jump on a live and your personality is completely different to your videos, people are going to be like, wait, hold up. So literally just be who you are.
Mhm.
And that way you're going to get the following of people actually like you and like your
Yep.
content. And that's all I can say.
Yeah, definitely personality is top level one of content creation.
Yeah. And don't let these little things stop you. So don't think you need to go out and buy a camera to start recording.
Yeah,
You've got your phone. Don't
yeah,
think you need to go out and buy a £200 microphone. The phone audio works just as fine. But when you get to a point where you say you're making some money from it or your following's growing, then you implement those things to take it to the next level.
mhm. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Don't like think you need a $2,000 camera to stand out to everyone. You just your phone always is gonna be the best camera that you have.
Yeah. And on top of that, the kind of content you're putting out, don't go out and buy fragrances for other people. Yeah. Loads of people hit me up. Can you buy this fragrance and review it? No, I don't want that fragrance. If you want me to review it, why don't you buy it, send it to me? I'll review it and send it back to you because this is my hard earned money.
Man, a lot of people ask that. I'm like, they're like, can you review this? I'm like, unfortunately, I don't have that. Maybe later on when I add it into my collection.
So
And
yeah,
something like I always have like a top five fragrances that I want to get soon. If you ask me about a fragrance that's like number 30 down on my list of fragrances I want to get, it's not gonna jump up to my number one. I'm always gonna go after what I want first, and then of course, I always want to get fragrances to review for people, so you don't have to go out of your way and get it and hate it. But I always want to add more and review more for the people who are looking to get that fragrance.
yeah. But as well, at the same time, if someone wants you to review a fragrance for them, you don't necessarily need to purchase it. Next time you go out and do a vlog or a day in a life, you can just pick up the bottle in store and start talking about it and give your opinion. So you don't literally need to buy the fragrance.
I agree. And that's a lot of things. So niche fragrances they get expensive, and the
Mhm.
collecting of those get really expensive. I'm not gonna go out and buy every single Parfums de Marly. So anybody who asks me what's what's your favorite, what's this, what's your top, all of this, I mean, obviously I have an answer for that, but I don't have an answer for every single Parfums de Marly fragrance there is out there.
Yeah, and what you've got in your collection from Parfums de Marly, if someone else has like, say someone's watching you and they like Leighton and Carlisle, and you've got both of those fragrances, they know your taste and theirs is similar. So whatever else you've got in your collection or other things you purchase, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna like it because you've got the similar like nose.
And let me touch up on that. So that's the big reason why I got Ivory Root, because we have some good similarities on fragrance taste, and that's why I trust your opinion. I know we share a lot of similarities in fragrances, and also we have some differences. We're
Yeah.
not going to be 100% with each other on fragrances. But I trust your taste, and I know you have a great nose with fragrances, and I'm like, yo, if TJ likes it, I'm probably going to end up liking it.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's why a lot of people would follow like different people's channels. Say I say I absolutely hate red tobacco, it's too much for me, and someone else out there absolutely loves it. They know that our taste isn't similar, so they might go and just follow someone like Ragnar who loves red tobacco, and that's cool. That's fine. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Like for me personally, I dislike red tobacco, and you like it, or you like
Yeah,
the new one, and I'm just like, I don't, red tobacco is just too much for me. But it's always different for everybody. But we share a lot more similarities than differences when it comes
yeah.
to fragrances.
No, definitely agree. And yeah, with red tobacco, the original, I liked it in the beginning. Then when it just got overhyped, I just kept smelling it. I'm like, this is not that great. It's not as special as they're all talking about. But in the new one here, they've added a note of leather, which just smooths it out, and it's not as smoky as the original. So I think this is a good release. I've even sprayed one on my hand today, and it smells amazing. You'll definitely like this one.
I'll pick it up in 7 months.
You pick it up in 2024.
Next year.
But I got some exciting news, yeah. So I've got this fragrance from Ormond Jane. I'm not sure if you know that fragrance house, but
Yeah, they've popped up on a couple of discounters here, and I definitely wanted to pick up a bottle.
this for me is the best one. This is Alexandria, and it's got notes of rum, cinnamon, apple, I think even nutmeg. So it's a nice, warm, spicy, ambery fragrance. And I went there on a perfume walk when I met up with Fragrance Don, Captain, etc. And we went into the boutique, and then we were just saying, "Oh, we make content on TikTok," and it was like, "Oh, we love that. Like, you guys could come down, meet like the owner, which is called Linda, and just have a chat with her." So I emailed them, come back from Paris, had it all set up, went there. I was in there for about an hour speaking to her. She was amazing, and when I was editing a video yesterday, I even messaged you and said, it's just crazy. I'm editing a video of me talking to probably a millionaire owner of a niche fragrance house. It's just insane when you think about you only started a few months ago.
Yeah, we always reflect on, where we started and where we are now, man. And it's something like that hits us. We're like, wow, we started with zero and look where we are now. Like it's
Crazy.
something mind blowing for us.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that's the kind of side I want to get more into. You know, my Fly on the Wall episodes when I'm speaking to the store assistants and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and they've got good knowledge. It's amazing. But imagine actually building connections and networking with owners or perfumers of these brands that we purchase from. It's just insane, man.
It's gonna be crazy. The things we're gonna do, just wait, y'all.
Yeah, it's crazy. And no one else in the perfume game has started a podcast or anything. It's just a different form of content. We're trying to appeal to everybody.
Yep, yep. We're trying to definitely do a different aspects of something, that not a lot of people have done.
Yeah.
And we like thinking outside the box. Okay, you're very creative. I can be creative sometimes. Sometimes, I got my flaws, but but me and TJ have always been on the creative side, and we're always exchanging ideas and talking to
Yeah.
each other about different things we can do to stand out.
Yeah.
And the
And
podcast was something huge for us that we've been talking about it for a long time, and we were finally like, yo, it's time.
yeah. And that's the thing. We could have just talked about it and not done anything. And then we just said, listen, on this day we're recording the first episode. This is how it's going. So we could have waited to get proper microphones, setups, headphones, everything. But we've got equipment. Let's just go for it and we can improve over time. It's cool.
Yeah, like we're always just gonna improve over time, but we got to start somewhere.
Yeah. And in terms of other people, they might be thinking, oh, shouldn't you content creators kind of be against each other? But any idea that comes to my head, I'm bouncing it off of Cologne Talk straight away because he's got a different view to me. He might see things differently and be like, actually, that's a good idea that you've got, but how about you do this? And then we all grow and improve together. So there's no point hiding and not sharing things. You guys can work together because at the end of the day, you're all making different content in the same field anyway.
Yeah, like yesterday I did something with photography where I took a picture of a fragrance and I edited some notes around it. And I was like, yo, TJ, what do you think of this? And I was like, I always like to take TJ's opinion on some stuff that I do because his, creativity and, his content creation in ways are very, very creative and they're very informational too.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. That picture you sent me, did you do that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wait, what do you think I got? You think
I thought you got it. I thought you got it from the company's website.
No, I did that. I edited it and I took the picture and everything.
Oh my god, I'm there
So,
thinking, oh, you've just gone on their website and taken a picture. I'm like, oh, that's pretty sick. Yeah, yeah, that's professional.
yeah, so remember the Dior Intense? I sent you one like similar to this
Yeah.
Dior Intense. I've been working on those type of pictures. I want to involve them into the videos that I do.
See, that's sick. And you sent that to me, and I'm thinking, this is proper professional stuff, like. So yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know that until you just said it now.
It took me legit like 10 minutes. I did it on the laptop and I was like, it'd be nice to involve it into the video somehow so people can see like the kind of notes in the fragrance without me really having to, say, oh, apple, oh, amber and all this. It's better to show it. I feel like the eye is more precise when you see something other than hearing it.
Yeah, and that's a better way because some people will put on the notes from Fragrantica, just pop it on the screen, but you've actually taken time to take a photo of the bottle, add that on. So that's your own content, slap that on the screen. And yeah, people, see with their eyes. And yeah, that's a sick picture though. I like that. That's
Yeah,
good.
I showed that to somebody else too, and they're like, "Oh, did the company send you that to put in the picture?" I was like, "No, I did that."
That's crazy. Just when I bring out my own fragrance, yeah,
I
you're
got
gonna
you.
help me
I
out.
got you. I'll take the picture. I'll make all the ads. I got you.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
I can't wait for those days, man.
Yeah, man. It's not too far away. This time next year, just think what we'll be doing, where we'll be at. Hopefully, because a lot of people ask me this. I'm not sure if they ask you, do you do this full time?
Yep, I've had a couple people ask me, or like, what do you do for a living that you can do all this? I'm like, I mean, I just work and content creation on the side is all.
Yeah, because people tune into a video and see that setup behind you. It looks like a full-time YouTuber content creator.
That's what I'm aiming for one day.
Yeah. So we're gonna speak it into existence right now. The plan is within the next 12 months to be doing this full time.
Yep, yep.
And do we know how and how it's gonna work out? No, but we're gonna keep working day in, day out, and we'll see, man.
Man, hopefully, man, it's gonna be a journey that I'm gonna vlog, I'm gonna record of, I'm gonna write down, and I'm gonna manifest it, man.
So in terms of, because we've spoken a lot about content, yeah, and making content, what's your best kind of video that you like making?
That I like making, I like making top fives, top tens, all that. I know some people are against it, but I like showing people, where I'm at, like, because top fives for me are always changing. They're always getting different. But I love, just head style videos where I'm showing fragrances and all that. I like that type of stuff. Obviously, one thing I want to do more is vlogs.
Yeah.
That's something I did like 1 or 2 times, and your vlogs have inspired me heavily to do more vlogs because your vlogs are absolutely amazing.
Thank you,
That's
man.
something I want to do more.
Yeah, yeah, and leads perfectly onto me. My favorite kind of video making is the vlogs, man. They do take a lot more time and effort, but it's the end result of just watching it back, and it's like you're telling a story, and as well through the voiceover and what you're doing and where you're going, people can kind of see what kind of person you are. They can see your personality, a bit of humor, and yeah, I think vlogs are sick, man.
Yeah, like the vlogs you do where you're, going to play some soccer or you're
Yeah,
drinking some beer. And I was like, yo, that's dope that you implement those things because, for a fragrance vlog, you expect it just to be fragrances,
yeah,
but then you add your, POV on what stuff you do other than fragrances, which is absolutely nice.
yeah, yeah. Let people see like a bit of lifestyle as well. Because I remember when I was watching YouTube videos, I would like to see vlogs, and because you don't directly speak to the person, you
Yeah.
can still see, oh, do they go to the same places as me, or what do they do in their spare time apart from just like talking about fragrance? So I think vlogs are a proper good way for people to get to know you as a person.
Yeah, and an aspect I see it from, like your vlogs, it's nice seeing the how UK is with fragrances. Like
Yeah,
the US is not in that big with fragrances. Obviously, you go to the UK, there's stores left and right, and there's places to go left and right. And it's always nice seeing a different perspective. Like, let's say so with me, I'm a fragrance content creator. And one day I want to go to the UK. I didn't know there were so many shops and all that. Now I know from your vlogs.
yeah,
Now next time I go, I'm definitely gonna go and visit there.
yeah. And that's a lot of people message me and say, oh, where's that? I didn't even know that was in London. And they go and visit there, or loads of people have been into Harrods, but they didn't know there was a sixth floor in there they could go to. So it's just sick. Like people can watch the vlogs and find out where I go and visit the same places, find good deals like I do. So yeah, man, the vlogs are the one.
So have you ever looked at like what percentage of your viewers are watching from?
What country wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, so mine's obviously UK, US, and then there's South Africa.
Yeah, I get a lot of viewers from South Africa as well. I think South
Yeah,
Africa is very connected with fragrances because I
yeah,
get like a couple DMs every now and they're like, "I'm watching from South Africa. Can you recommend me something, something, something?" I'm
yeah,
like, "Wow, I had no idea." So it's nice seeing, what viewers are watching from where.
yeah. No, yeah, that's interesting as well. And like, you know where so Ragnar lives close to Birmingham. When I met up with him, that's like where my top following's from: Birmingham, then London, and then it's US, and then it's Johannesburg. So it's just mad.
Yeah, it's so obviously mine is, a big percentage of it is US, and then I got some from UK and all that. So we're getting my percentage of, or some percentage of my US to contribute into this podcast in ways, and then your viewers from the UK into like one setting.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the third episode, and we haven't released any content yet. But after this episode, we're gonna start getting some clips up. And if you've seen this episode, make sure you're dropping comments and letting us know both on Instagram or on the TikTok channel, whatever it is, and just let us know what content you want to see come out next. Who do you want to be on the podcast? Just let us know because we can always improve everything.
Always, yeah. We always love feedback. Any feedback that is given to us that is good feedback, we'll take into consideration always.
Yeah, make sure it's constructive. Don't just be a dickhead.
Some people be like, "Yo, what are you guys doing on a podcast? You're fragrance content creators."
Yeah, stop that stuff. Because yesterday I dropped a ASMR video and someone was like, "Yo, bro, don't do that shit again."
Man, people like that just straight up just push the hate out to you. So like, damn, man, calm down.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't
just a
gotta be
video.
so
Just
aggressive.
yeah, you got your finger. Just swipe and go.
Honestly. Oh man. People like that just have their free time just to hate is
Yeah.
I'll never respect them, man.
So, what's the plan for the upcoming week in terms of content? In terms of any fragrances on the radar? What do you want to get? What's happening?
So I'm excited for the two Zerdoffs I'm picking up or coming soon. Hopefully by next week they'll be here. But I know my luck with shipping, man. My shit is always getting delayed and shit like that. So
Yeah,
hopefully by next week, two Zerdoffs, baby.
yeah. People better be ready for those unboxings.
Oh yeah, man, Zerjoff unboxings are up there for me,
Yeah,
man. Nothing
yeah.
beats it.
Because you know, with the like Herba Pura, they've just got the normal box that just lifts up, but those ones that Ivory Root, it comes in the proper box. You open it like a wedding ring.
I'm surprised why those are different. Is Herbapura like older?
Well,
I
like, I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
they're
know.
around the same, like they were made the same around the same year or around the same time. So
Because
I'm
you know
surprised it's different
the Ivory Root one on the box, it's got like JTC, which is like their join the
from the
club
club. Yeah.
collection. So maybe because Herba Pura is not in one of those. Yeah,
Well, Naxos is not really. Oh, okay. Naxos is 1861.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I guess the different collections, the boxes are different.
Mm.
Yeah, I've never seen another Zerjoff that you pull up, but I haven't really, looked at a lot of other Zerjoffs.
Yeah. And for me, look, yeah, I've got so much fragrances recently. Even when I was in Paris, I said to myself, "Look, I'm not buying another fragrance." And then on the way back from Paris, I was at the train station waiting to go home, and some guy bumped into me and he was like, "Hey, you TJ from TikTok?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he works in a luxury fragrance store here in
Ooh,
the UK. And he was like, "Look, I know you want Riviere by Firmin London. Like, I've got one at a good price if you want it." And I was like, "Oh man, I
let's
literally don't want another fragrance, but I had to. I just had to.
go. Let's go.
I
So are
had to
you
buy it."
unboxing that anytime soon, or are you saving it for a follower goal?
No, I'm gonna unbox it probably next week.
What is your
But
60K follower unboxing? Do you have one yet or no?
yeah, so I got Peregrina from Firmin.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, so
So
two to me. Let's go.
two Firmins in like 2 weeks. So
I
yeah,
I
but I'm
definitely
not
need to
gonna
try
buy a
that.
fragrance. I'm not buying a fragrance till at least 1 month. 1 month.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. We always say that we're not gonna buy a fragrance for next week, 2 weeks, and then you see that price deal that makes you, oh shit, I need to get this before it's gone.
Yeah, yeah,
Like it's crazy. One thing I wanted to, dude, Xerjoff Alexandria too, probably one of the most expensive Xerjoffs. I was
yeah.
able to get a 50 mil for 160,
Whoa.
and that's like it's a crazy deal.
Yeah, because here Alexandra 2 is like 240
Yeah,
pounds.
I'm like, God damn, man. I do you know I was this close to wanting to get 100 mil, but I was like, nah, there's no way. The 100 mil is like $150 more. I'm like, I could get another jersey off and call it a day.
Yeah, and you do not need 100 mil of
Yeah.
anything. You don't.
See, well, here's okay. I don't need 100 mil, but I can have a tiny bottle and a big bottle. I gotta get the pattern, the same.
Would you ever start decanting?
I actually thought about it, man, but I feel like it's just too much work.
Yeah, no, I thought about it as well, and I thought the same. I'd be like, it would be so long, someone ordering 1 ml of like Angel Share and having to go and send it out.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, if somebody orders from me, I obviously want to get it out to them quick. But
Yeah,
at the same time, I got so much, going on in life with other than content creation. I just like, it's not gonna be at priority. Like, if this was my full-time thing,
yeah,
I would probably do decanting, yeah. But I wouldn't be able to at this time.
yeah.
And
Time wise,
another thing, man, I saw Fragrance Knowledge put out a video I think it was yesterday or something, where he's like, stop wasting your money on samples. Just go out to the stores and smell them. And I completely agree with that point.
mm,
I never ever sample. I'm
yeah,
either always blind buying or I just go to a store and smell a fragrance. But obviously, some people don't have the opportunity to go to a store and smell some fragrances. That's why they
yeah,
have to sample. So it's always just depending on the environment you're in and where you are and all that.
yeah. And as well, if you go to a store and smell it, some people want like 2 or 3 wears of a fragrance to see how it does on their skin on different occasions. So yeah, if you haven't got stores close to you and you're not going to visit one anytime soon, get a sample. But yeah, only for niche fragrances, I would say though,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the rest you can pretty much find.
yeah. And I'm like, he made a good point. Like, you're gonna buy a 2 ml sample for like $20. Like, might as well just invest in a bottle at that point.
Yeah, yeah,
And I completely agree with that, man. I'm like, I don't really, find I don't want to buy a sample for $20 and then have to go buy a fragrance later for another 200. Like,
yeah. But one thing people can do, a lot of niche fragrances, fragrance houses like Mason Francis Kirkjohn, you can buy a discovery set on there for maybe 20 or 30 pounds. And then if you ever go to buy a fragrance from their website, you can get that money off. So it's like you're buying a fragrance, which is
that
good.
is true. Some brands that do that, it's pretty nice because you get to try out their fragrances and use that money that you bought off the sample kit towards a full bottle.
Yeah, which that's solid because you're not really losing out on anything.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. All right,
Yeah,
we're coming to an end of episode 3. What a journey it's been. It's been 3 episodes, man, and it's been an absolute blast.
yeah.
Always an amazing time talking with you, bro. But we're gonna have to end it here shortly.
And the content is coming out after this. Let's go.
Yes, sir. I'm excited, man. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing people and
Yeah.
seeing what they say about this and the feedback and all that.
So I hope everyone enjoyed listening to the podcast, and we'll see you again next week. Love for the love, my people.
Always a pleasure. Have a good day, everyone. Peace out.